Hey guys, and welcome to the second semi-final for the men's Australian Open 2023. It is Novak Djokovic versus Tommy Paul. Djokovic to start us off here today. We're going to be doing play-by-play commentary as always, and of course giving you guys hopefully some fun insights as well. Please do get your comments and questions in the live chat as well. We'll get to those. Djokovic starts off and tries to go down the tee but finds the net, so second serve for Tommy Paul to have a look at. Of course, it's the first meeting as well between these two players. Never met before. So could that give Tommy Paul an advantage? Potentially, at least for some of the match. But we'll see how Djokovic adapts and also how much trouble he does give him. I have a feeling this is going to be potentially relatively straightforward for Djokovic as Tommy Paul goes into the net with a return. So 15 love. Jerofine says, good morning, son. Good morning, Jerofine. How are you doing? Yeah, I think those second serve returns, as the match wears on, he'll be hoping to make pretty much all of them, Tommy Paul. He does make the first serve return. It's short. Djokovic approaches the net, goes forehand into the forehand of Tommy Paul, who lobs him. Djokovic misses the overhead. Probably the only relatively weak part of Djokovic's game. Djokovic is so strong all round, but the overhead is the only part you can say maybe needs, I wouldn't say needs some work on him. Generally, it's okay, but he is prone to miss one here or there. And that's exactly what happened there. Good serve out wide from Djokovic, then goes down the line with the forehand. Tommy Paul steps in, goes backhand cross slice from Djokovic. Forehand into out from Tommy Paul. Backhand into the net from the Serbian. It is 15-30. Could Tommy Paul get a little early break here? Djokovic smash, says David. Yeah, exactly. Djokovic smash. I think for Djokovic, he's not going to worry too much about the first set. I would imagine he's just going to try and get into rhythm and then try and understand how Tommy Paul plays. The set on the tee and the forehand is into the net from the American, so it is 30 all. That is very, very interesting to see because Tommy Paul, I think that second serve return that he hit into the net, or I think it was the first point actually of the match, could have made a big difference. He's still got a chance to open up a break point here at 30 all though. Serve out wide from Djokovic is a let after clipping the top of the net, so it is going to be another first serve. Tommy Paul looks like he could be at Wimbledon with his all white attire. White is very in at the moment, isn't it? Even Djokovic is wearing some sort of white top. I don't think that would be allowed in Wimbledon. It's got a lot of blue and red kind of... oh, is that in? No, I was going to say, yeah, serve is long from Djokovic, second serve coming up. But yeah, white seems to be very fashionable at the moment. So a lot of the players wearing white because a lot of the sponsors and companies are all double fault from Djokovic. A bit unfortunate, to be fair, because he clipped the top of the net cord and then it drifts wide. So it is 30-40. David says Tommy Paul won't be intimidated. That's the difference between him and Rublev and Dimmer, I feel. Yeah, because they've never played him, right? So he won't be intimidated. I agree that could give him more of a chance. But do I think it might still be straight sets? Potentially. I think maybe 4. I hope Paul will do well, says Jerofine. Yeah, we'll see. Short return from Paul after a great serve from Djokovic. He saves the early breakpoint opportunity for Tommy Paul. The serve down the tee was beautifully pinpoint from Djokovic, and Paul did well to even get a racket on it, honestly. It was short, though, into court, and Djokovic punishes it with the in-to-in forehand. Guys, as well, remember to hit that like button and do subscribe if you are new. And also, if you know anyone that likes Djokovic, anyone that likes Tommy Paul, anyone that likes tennis, I never say this, but it's true. Share this video with them if you don't mind. It really does help us out. Even if you think someone may be interested in tennis or you think there's someone that might or is thinking of getting into tennis, maybe I can help stoke that fire and they can get involved in tennis a bit more because tennis needs fans, that's for sure. And it'd be nice to get some new fans. Yeah, advantage Djokovic. Tommy Paul looks disappointed. And it is game point after saving that break point. He's now looking to open up proceedings here. Get on the scoreboard. Tries to go out wide. Goes long now at Djokovic. David says, Rybakina versus Sabalenka. Me for Rybakina, everyone else for Sabalenka, lol. I think a lot of people have voted for Rybakina, actually. When I did a poll about who would win it in the semis, 50% voted for Rybakina. So I'm going to do another poll, but we'll see. Good serve from Djokovic down the tee. Paul with a decent return, though, deep. And Djokovic hits the 1+ shot long. So it is juice. Game duration of 5 minutes. So this is an opening game that's potentially going to be quite grueling. Jeez. Serve out wide. And a second serve coming up. There we go. Second serve goes into, is that a double fault? Oh, he just got away with it, I think. Just at the back of the service box. It was a pretty good second serve because of it. Tommy Paul, though, with a good backhand return into the backhand of Djokovic. He looks rushed and he goes into the net trying to go cross court. So it is another breakpoint opportunity. Uncharacteristic, sizable miss from Djokovic. Hope those don't last. Yikes, some of these areas aren't great. David, I wouldn't worry at all in the first set. Even if he was to get beaten 6-1 in the first set, it doesn't really mean much, if I'm being honest with you. I think the match really starts from set 2 for Djokovic, that is anyway. Good serve out wide from Djokovic and slice into the net. The only thing that Tommy Paul needs to be worried about is that Djokovic is playing extremely well. Then he's in massive trouble in that first set. If he gets dismantled in the first set, then he's got no chance, in my opinion, Tommy Paul. So the first set is really crucial, I think, for him. So he pegged back another break point, Djokovic, with a really good serve that Tommy Paul can't return into play. So we are back to juice. It's juice number 3. So out wide from Djokovic is an ace. Oh, that serve is getting him out of trouble. It really is. And what a great weapon now that he has at his disposal. In the past, he never was able to win a huge amount of points on serve, a huge amount of easy points on serve even. And now it's easy as you like. Nihal says, Tommy Paul in straight sets, 6-4, 7-6, 6-4. How does that sound? That sounds mad. I think that's happening. Advantage Djokovic, and he goes down the tee. It's back-to-back aces to get him out of trouble. Really impressive from Novak Djokovic. And he now finds himself a game up and holding after, I think, what was that, 2 breakpoint opportunities for Tommy Paul in that opening game. That could be crucial in the standing of this set, because I'm not sure how many opportunities Tommy Paul's going to get to break Djokovic, if I'm being honest with you, because Djokovic's serve has been relatively consistent and efficient. So he's managed to not have to save many break points. Out of the semi-finalists left, he had to save the least break points, or save the least break points anyway. Match Predictor says 87% in favor of Novak Djokovic. Jared Fine says, sounds perfectly. God, that sounds like Tommy Paul's dream exactly, yeah. Escapes from trouble once again. How often did he do that against Rublev? Crazy stuff. Yeah, that's clutch stuff from Djokovic, especially on serve. Into forehand from Djokovic. And the forehand from Paul drifts long. So it is love 15 straight away. Tommy Paul under pressure on his serve. It's going to be interesting, I think. 209 kilometers per hour as well. So he's notching it. He's ramping it up here, Tommy Paul. He's going to have to, but he's going to have to hit his spots as well. It's not just good enough to fire torpedoes down the middle of the court. He does try to find his spot there, but he's missed it. Trying to go down the tee. So second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand of Djokovic. Backhand to backhand here. The backhand from Tommy Paul drifts long, love 30. This is not a good start to the service game for him. After having break points in the opening game and potentially looking to go 2-love up in this semi-final, his first ever Grand Slam semi-final, he's now going to have to try and survive here to avoid going 2-love down. So out wide, forehand from Djokovic is in. Backhand cross from Tommy Paul. Slice from Djokovic. Tommy Paul then goes into out. Backhand from Djokovic clips the net cord. Paul comes forward, tries to hit the approach backhand. Down the line, he misses it. Oh, that's a bad miss. I know he hit the net cord, but it actually gave him more time. And he ends up missing an easy backhand as he tries to come to the net. It is love 40. He's in big trouble here. Dave says Djokovic last 3 to 4 years, he must have ridiculous breakpoint saving stats in slams because of that improved serve. Crosscourt Tennis says David says net cord threw him off, I think. Djokovic is no good. Hey? What do you mean Djokovic is no good? Second serve out wide from Tommy Paul, and the backhand from Djokovic does go long. Is that kick serve to the backhand that Alcaraz had a lot of success with in Madrid against Djokovic, and other players have as well. On this surface, it's maybe not as potent, but Tommy Paul does have a good kick serve. You can see that Djokovic both feet off the ground as he hits that backhand. It does go long. Good serve on the tee from Tommy Paul. Great return from Djokovic. So down the middle, we're into the rally now. Forehand to forehand. Down the line goes Djokovic with the forehand, and Tommy Paul makes a really bad mistake on the backhand. He's 2 meters behind the baseline. He tries to go down the line with the backhand. That's a bad choice. Should be going cross court. Sorry, even. It is 2-love Djokovic. He does get the break after saving 2 break points in that opening game. Clutch stuff early doors here from the Serbian. There's just too much time on that backhand. It shows that it is not in good condition. What's not in good condition? Yeah, David Djokovic. Yes. Tommy Paul's going to have to find something special here now. Served on the tee from Djokovic, and it's in. Slice from Tommy Paul, clips the baseline. What a forehand from Djokovic. Is it? No, he's missed it. There's a good return, I have to say, from Tommy Paul. Really deep into court. There wasn't much on it, but it wasn't super floated. It was just a block return on the backhand side. And he gets his clip the baseline, and Djokovic just misses the angled forehand. Tried to go for a big forehand on that 1+ shot for either a winner or at least get on the front foot. Serve volley attempt from Djokovic, but the serve is long. So second serve to come. Serve on the tee from Tommy Paul. From Djokovic even. Forehand from Tommy Paul goes long. 15-all needs to make as many of those as possible. He really does. Okay, 15-all. Djokovic is just looking clutch right now. Looking clutch. Served on the tee, slice from Tommy Paul short. Backhand on the line from Djokovic. Great depth on it. Then goes backhand again down the line. Huge. Good defensive work from Tommy Paul though. Oh, but it's just too good from Djokovic. He goes there again, but this time with the in-to-in forehand. Really good from Djokovic, and good disguise as well, because when he went round his backhand, Tommy Paul's probably thinking he's going to go into out, and he didn't. He went back behind Tommy Paul. Really clever from Djokovic, and the backhands down the line were cleanly hit. I mean, Tommy Paul couldn't really do much there. He did as much as he could do. That was just sublime play from Djokovic. 30-15. Serve out wide is long from Djokovic, so he will have a second serve here. Tommy Paul needs to cash in on the second serve points. He really does. Second serve into the backhand. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Clips the baseline. Does it? Yep. Backhand to backhand now. This is it. Needs to make this work. Oh, no. Backhand slice into the net. Looked like a pretty lazy looking slice, if I'm being honest with you. Although the way he plays is relatively casual anyway, I have to say. Thank you, Raphael. I'm assuming you're just complimenting me on my commentary, so I'm just going to assume that's exactly what you're talking about right now. Yeah, guys, remember to hit that like button. Do subscribe if you're new as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, Djokovic at 40-15 here. Here we go. 40-15, 2 game points. Forehand from Tommy Paul down the middle of the court. Great forehand from Djokovic. Great depth down the line. Then goes into him with a forehand. And Tommy Paul obliges with the error and goes long. He's struggling to keep up with Djokovic here, if I'm being honest with you. That I said in that opening game when he had the break points, he's got to take him, he's got to make him count. Unfortunately, wasn't able to, and now he finds himself 3-love down here. David says, with the emergence of Azarenka again in this tournament, and then Halep before in Toronto, how important are these supremely talented older winners in the WTA Tour constantly in quality flux? I think currently the quality is actually very good. They've got a lot of strength and depth, but it definitely does add a bit to it for sure. And it's good to see not just the younger girls or the girls, that are technically supposed to be in their prime winning, but players who, as you said, are former champions who are still able to keep up with the young lot, and that's good. And I guess that's what makes also the men's side at the moment with Djokovic and Nadal, right? They're able to keep up with a lot of the younger group, and it's an intriguing battle to see when that younger crop is going to take over. And they haven't quite taken over. They're slowly starting to get some kind of wins or and go deeper in tournaments. Alcaraz winning the US Open, Holger Rune beating Djokovic in the Paris Masters, Alcaraz beating Nadal. So it's happening, but happening slowly with those big guys. Of course, it's going to happen more often with like a Halep or Azarenka because they haven't won 20 odd slams, but I like it. And I think the more quality players in the women's game, the better. And those two are still able to play at a high level. With Simona Halep, obviously, she's got the cloud over her around her testing positive for a banned substance. So not sure whether we'll see her again, but we'll see. Yeah, good hold, says David. And a comment here says, unfortunately, Paul does not have the quality to take advantage of it. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, well said. Forehand tips the net cord from Djokovic, backhand to backhand here now. Paul then goes into out, it's in. Backhand from Djokovic is wide. So 15-love, and a better start to the second service game for Tommy Paul. He is 3-love down here. It is only the single break though. So all is not lost yet. He needs to be very careful here though, Tommy Paul, because he goes a double break down and he's in trouble. Look at this, converts early breaks. Average is 78%. For Djokovic, it's 96%. So if you give Djokovic a break point early on, the chances are he is going to take it. Good serve on the tee from Tommy Paul. Great return from Djokovic on the stretch. Then slices down the line. Forehand cross from Tommy Paul. Very loopy. Clips the net cord again with the forehand Djokovic. Backhand cross from Tommy Paul. Backhand to backhand again. Down the line goes Djokovic with the backhand. Forehand to forehand. Now goes down the line with the forehand. Steps forward and goes backhand cross. He's attacking here. Tommy Paul on the back foot. And he can only scramble that backhand slice wide. So it is 15-all. Djokovic really dictating proceedings there in that rally. Went line first and then just continued to pummel Tommy Paul from inside the baseline. But that stat is unbelievable. 96% of the time he's converted early breaks. I imagine that means he's had one breakpoint opportunity in the whole of the Australian Open that he hasn't converted early on in a set, early on in a match. Ridiculous stat. Great serve out wide from Tommy Paul. He needs more of those. It is an ace. It's his first ace of the day, if I'm not mistaken. 3 for Djokovic so far. He needs to try and keep pace with Djokovic's serve. It's not going to be easy. Also, his first serve percentage is at 38%. That is shocking. Anyway, kick serve out wide, interestingly, for a first serve. And we go into the rally. I'm not sure why he's done that. It's not clay. And the backhand from Tommy Paul goes into the net. 30-all. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the kick serve for a first serve unless it's clay. Because it's hardly any. He's 140 mile per hour first serve. I know it's got spin on it, but it's just not. You've got to really then nail your spot. Here you go. Forehand to forehand here now. Goes into out with the forehand. Massive into out forehand from Tommy Paul. That's more like it. He needs more of that because Djokovic is dominating at the moment. He needs to hold here and he's fighting. He's having to bring out some great tennis to actually just try and fend off Djokovic at the moment. Dave says, when you said it's happening, my mind immediately went to the office scene. Oh my God, it's happening. Everyone stay calm. Great forehand, Tommy, huge. Yeah, it was. 40-30, serve into the net though. Djokovic will look to push him to juice, won't he? He will. Second serve, backhand to backhand now. Djokovic slices down the line. Forehand cross from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Djokovic is just long. So he does manage to hold Tommy Paul 3-1. He's still a breakdown though. Djokovic still in the driving seat of this first set. And as I said, I think this first set is crucial for Tommy Paul. If Tommy Paul doesn't win this first set, I don't see him winning any set. I see him getting beaten in straight sets. So he needs to be on point, I think, with the rest of his service games. He needs to hold and then has to try and hold, right? Well, sorry, has to try and break and be more aggressive on the second serve return, especially. Well, Djokovic is serving at 67% first serves in, which isn't helping Tommy Paul's cause. David says Tommy stops the whitewash in this set. Second serve coming up. Goes into the backhand of Tommy Paul, who goes in to win. Backhand from Djokovic into the net. So love 15. This is it now. Tommy Paul needs to try and press and pressure Djokovic as much as possible in this game. The longer he leaves the set, the less chance he has to break as well. His best chance is to try and get some momentum after holding here. David says Bill Gates is a tennis fan, I guess. Maybe. 10 unforced errors for Djokovic so far, but some winners to boot as well. He's playing well enough, obviously, to be a break-up. Hopefully it's a long match. I don't know about that. I don't think it's going to be, but we'll see. David says I've not really seen him at matches before this Australian Open. I haven't from memory. Second serve into the backhand of Paul. Backhand to backhand now. Backhand from Djokovic goes into the net. Love 30. This is now becoming a real possibility. The break of serve. Can Tommy Paul really push here? Push for that break point. Sam says, Fazan. Sam, how you doing? How you doing? So that wide from Djokovic. Forehand from Paul into the corner. Backhand to backhand now. Into that forehand from Paul is out. So it is 15-30. Djokovic very animated with his box. Come on, man. You're the reason why I'm missing my forehand. And that's what the box is there for, to get abused, to be honest with you. I mean, every player does it, don't they? The boxers must be like, if you take a job with anyone, surely you're just like, okay, it's going to happen, right? It's going to happen. Francis Gates has played with Federer. Okay, all right. Is he good? Any good? Good set up wide from Djokovic. What an ace. 30-all. And I have to say, that was a crucial point. And yeah, again, he just comes up clutch. He's just kept the line as well. Oh, man. As clutch as you like. 30-all. It's tough. It's really tough to open up break points against Djokovic, convert them. He's just so good at saving them, considering how good his serve has become and how good he backs it up now as well. Good serve out wide from Djokovic. And that's a perfect example. Serve out wide from the juice side. And then he steps forward and takes the forehand on the drive volley. Goes cross court. And the angle's really good. It's a well-struck forehand. And beautifully placed. There's a lot of skill involved in that. And Bill Gates is really happy in the crowd. He's like, oh. Sam says, here for a little bit before I start work. I'm good, thanks for on you. I am good. I'm good. I've got the morning off work, so hence I'm here. David says, Djokovic getting a bit frustrated now. Ooh, nah. 40-30, I think it'll be okay now. Oh, good serve. Is it from Djokovic? No, it's just long. Sam says this match will be over very, very soon. It could be. It really could be. Oh, second serve. He's missed it, I think. Oh, he has. Double fault. He's just missed it. Not by much. There's a look of disappointment, though, on David's face. On David's face. Maybe on David's face. I can't see you, David, but on Djokovic's face. Apparently, you look like Djokovic, David. First about wide. Forehand down the line from Paul is very short. I think he's... Oh, I thought he might miss it. By the way, he hit it, but it was very well placed from Djokovic in the end. It was an awkward backhand. Very low, but he just eases it into the corner. Here's advantage Djokovic. Jeremiah says Gates played with Federer against Rafa and that talk show hosting the match in Africa. Is he any good, though? That's the question. That's what I want to know. Let's go. I'm not the only one. I think Stefanos is in better shape. Don't know. I wouldn't. I mean, the head-to-head record and the fact that he beat him at Roland Garros from 2-0 down. Mentally, it's going to be a tough battle for Tsitsipas. He's going to have to be really mentally strong. Backhand to backhand, then backhand on the line from Paul. Forehand to forehand now. Paul goes long. He makes the mistake. And Djokovic saying to his box, I'm the best. No, he's not saying that. He's saying he's talking to them. He's not happy about something. It's 4-1. There's the next time I do commentary, a look of disappointment on Fazan's face. Yeah, exactly. So that's poor Stefanos. Even Fazan knows. I'm not saying that. He does have a chance. Look, Tsitsipas is a really good player. I just think the issue is going to... I think if he was playing Nadal, I would have... If he was playing Nadal at the Australian Open, I think he probably wins. I think if he is playing anyone other than Djokovic, I probably would have backed him to win, or will back him to win the final. He's playing Medvedev, even Alcaraz, to be honest with you, I'd maybe even back him. But against Djokovic, I'm saying specifically on this surface. So at the Australian Open, on the Rod Laver Arena, in a final, Djokovic has never lost a semi-final or final in his life at the Australian Open. So he is 9 semi-finals won, 9 finals won, 18 matches. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous stats. So, is it wise to back against him? No. Will someone do it? I'm sure they will. Does Tsitsipas have a chance? Yes, he's talented enough to do so. But I think the biggest battle he's going to have is that he needs to stay really strong mentally and try and completely ignore the fact that he was 2-0 down against him at the French Open a year and a half ago, and that he ended up losing. And he needs to have a lot of faith in himself and confidence that he's good enough to beat him. Into-in backhand from Djokovic, slice from Djokovic. Into-in forehand from Paul, clips top of the net, Gord drifts long. It's really not going for him today so far for the American. He's at love 15. I guess the one real silver lining is that Tsitsipas has lost to Djokovic quite a lot recently. His head-to-head's not very good. But the matches that he's lost recently, they've been pretty close, like pretty damn close. One of them was a final set tiebreaker as well. So we'll see. Because Joe says Federer is better than Gates. No way. I just mean could he play, basically? If he can play, I imagine he can. Second serve from Tommy Paul. Backhand cross from Djokovic. Backhand to backhand now. Good backhand from Paul. It's good depth in the court with forehand to forehand. Djokovic clips the net cord again. I tell you what, Djokovic has clipped the net cord a lot early on here. Anyway, slice from Paul on the defensive as Djokovic hammers away at the forehand. Then goes down the line with the forehand. He is trying to attack big time. Drop shot. Tommy Paul gets there. Oh, that's unbelievable. What a point. Djokovic on the front foot throughout. Goes drop shot. It's a pretty damn good drop shot. Tommy Paul gets there, though, really well. And he dinks it. Just a little dink. Cross court. Great angle found. And it's a winner. Really, really good defensive work from Tommy Paul here. He had to hustle hard. And it was a good drop shot, I have to say. I couldn't have played it too much better. Sam says, who's not happy? Djokovic, just because he got taken to juice. Yeah, maybe. Hot take, Shara. Yeah, exactly. I think Bill knows a thing or two about playing keys. Very good. Awful. That's terrible, yeah. Sam says, I can't believe Djokovic is playing Tommy Paul in semi-final. That's where tennis is at. Oh, God. Serve down. Serve out wide even is long. Djokovic's legs are not good. He looks fine. His leg looks fine, the hammy. Looks fine at the moment. Great return from Djokovic. Great depth forehand down the line. Then backhand down the line from Tommy Paul. Goes forehand to forehand. He's missed the forehand. Oh, it's a regulation forehand. Tommy Paul misses there. 15-30. Sam says, I'm sorry, but Stefanos couldn't be Djokovic best of 3. David says there has been some really dodgy semi-finalists at the Australian Open over the years, Sam. Yes, David, but this has gone too far. Chung Hyun Kyle Edmund, Karatsev, now Tommy Paulo. Did Kyle Edmund make the semis? I didn't think he'd gone that far. Had he? Anyway, second serve. Backhand from Djokovic is wide. 15-40. Sorry, 30 odd even. 15-40 would be real. I mean, yeah. We're in real trouble if that happens. Mike says, Paul is always going to take time to settle. First time playing at night. Once he settles, trust me, the match will be a serious test for Novak. I disagree, Matthew. I'm on the complete opposite spectrum. I think Tommy Paul, I think we were talking about this, Matthew, in the live chat, that like Tommy Paul has the element of surprise, right? And the fact that they've never played before. Djokovic can take time to settle. Djokovic normally takes time to settle against someone new, but he's not. And the fact that Tommy Paul is struggling, it doesn't matter if Paul gets into rhythm. Djokovic knows how he plays now, so I think it's going to be difficult. But let's see. Maybe he can bring it back here. Backhand to backhand now. Down the line goes Djokovic with a massive backhand. Clips the baseline with a forehand. Tommy Paul, forehand to forehand. Down the line goes Djokovic with a forehand on the stretch. Tommy Paul with the lob. It's a smash opportunity for Djokovic. He does hit it well down the middle of the court. It's a safe smash, but hit very well. And Tommy Paul can only slice it into the net. 30-40. He has to save a break point here. Otherwise, it is breadstick time potentially if he goes a double breakdown. Dave says, I guess Kyle Edmund wasn't that weird at the time. Top 20 guy. Yeah, Matthew. This Grand Slam belongs to Greece, unlike in the Greek chat. Breadstick chance here. 2018 semi-finalist was on Mr. Edmund. So good. Wow. Yeah. You know what? I knew he'd gone far, but I didn't. For some reason, I just couldn't remember that he'd made the semi-finals. I thought he'd made the quarterfinals, but I mean, it's a real shame that he got injured when he did because he was in some really good form. Who knows? I don't think he would have won a slam, but could have made a final potentially. Anyway, backhand to backhand. Clear stop of the net cord, Djokovic, and Tommy Paul misses an into-out forehand. He's got broken again. It's 5-1. This could be absolute annihilation. I did say in my preview, I don't see how Tommy Paul troubles Djokovic. And unfortunately, that is coming true because everyone wants to see a competitive match. This is not competitive at the moment. It's really not. Matthew says, Sam hates narrative. If Rafa is playing, everything is really tough and play down his chances. Yes, true. There's his net cord again, just throwing off Paul's footwork there. It's a gimme, but under the pressure, maybe not. To be honest with you, the net cord is actually helping. The net cord's actually helping him. Sometimes I get it, like some of them have been a little bit dodgy, but generally they've actually sat up quite nicely for him. At this level as well, you've got to adjust. Like if he was at the net and it was a volley, I'd say fine because it's a reaction and it's quite hard to adjust, but it's from the back of the court and he needs to do a bit more there. Also, zero variety, really. Absolutely zero variety. So out wide from Djokovic and the forehand from Paul goes long. Yeah, he needs to mix up Tommy Paul. Also, his first serve percentage is at 46%. That's just so low. It's way too low. It needs to be at 60% plus at least. Djokovic is at 72%. I mean, there's just a huge difference in golfing class, it looks like, at the moment. So out wide is an ace from Djokovic, is it? No, he's just missed it. I thought he made that, to be fair. Matthew says, Sam, if Novak's playing, it's all easy. Soft draw. Opponents have no chance. Reverse psychology. Tommy Paul is all about the timing, I feel. Yeah, he is, but you can adjust. And if you get put off by a few net calls, then I don't know what to say. You shouldn't be playing at that level. Good backhand from Tommy Paul down the middle. Great depth. Oh, backhand to backhand. And Djokovic tries to go down the line. That was relatively ambitious. He doesn't normally go down the line with a backhand when he's behind the baseline. But he did this time. And he does go long. So it is 30-15. I guess he can afford to take some chances given that he's a double break up, to be fair. He's serving for the set here. So wide slice return from Tommy Paul on the backhand. Clips the net cord again, Djokovic. But this time I think it's drifted long. It has. It's very bizarre. He's clipped the net cord a lot early doors here. It'll be interesting to know how many times in this first set. I reckon it's been maybe at least 6 times just from Djokovic. And that's not from lets. I'm talking about in ground stroke rallies. And 5 out of the 6 have gone in. I think only 1 didn't, which is the one just now. Anyway, good serve down the tee from Djokovic. Is an ace. 200 kilometers per hour. 40-30 set point. David says, if Andy is playing Muzzer Goat, Judy Murray is the queen of tennis, the biggest fighter in sport. True Scott. Very good. Yes, Paul's an instinctive player. Once he gets his timing adjusted to the slower conditions, he'll play a lot better. Always likely he'd lose the first set, but then come good. No, I don't agree, but we'll see. I just think, Djokovic warms into matches as well. It's not going to be, anyway, we'll see. Second serve from Djokovic. Forehand to forehand. Down the line goes Djokovic, clips the baseline. Forehand cross. He's got set point here, of course. Forehand to forehand again. Tommy Paul steps in, goes forehand cross. Forehand on the line from Djokovic into the net. So it is juice. He's looking to press here, Tommy Paul. But Djokovic is making a couple more errors than maybe expected, but it doesn't matter. He finds himself 5-1 up here. So he doesn't really need to change anything right now. He just needs to keep doing what he's doing and it's working. Yeah, I just think, in all honesty, I just don't see how Tommy Paul comes back from here. In his first ever Grand Slam semi-final as well, he's going to struggle. Oh, Djokovic isn't happy with something. Oh, something's not right. You know what's going on? I'm going to unmute. Has he got a time violation for the towels? There's always an issue with the towels, isn't there? Because the players have to get them themselves now. Just needs some more time. He's sweating loads. It looks very humid. Let's see. Yeah, he got time violation. Oh dear. Anyway, serve down the tee from Djokovic, backhand down the middle, backhand down the line from Tommy Paul, and goes backhand again. Much better from Tommy Paul. Takes it early on the rise. The backhand goes down the line. He opens up a break point here to get one of the break points back. If Djokovic plays like that, what's your name, by the way? Because it's in Greek. I don't know how to pronounce it. So let me know in the chat if you can. What's your name so I can say it? Because I feel really rude just reading out your comment. If Djokovic plays like that with Stefanos may have a chance to win or has many chances to win. I don't know what you're doing. Why are you making such a big deal about that? I think he does get annoyed recently with chair umpires because he probably just thinks they're taking a mick. And also, at this level, when you're that good, I think he probably is not happy. I think also with the heckling as well. I think he probably feels like the umpire is not protecting him. A good second serve down the tee from Djokovic on the second, and we are into the rally now. Backhand to backhand. Paul goes down the line with a forehand. Backhand cross from Djokovic is missed, so he was serving for the set. But Tommy Paul does get a break back. Does this have the potential to be a little resurgence in this set? We shall see. He's going to have to serve to stay in the set, though. He's still a breakdown, of course. David says that's really throwing him off, these errors now. I don't think, he was already struggling. Not struggling, but he was already making a few errors in that game. I don't necessarily think he threw him off too much. I think he'll be okay. David says, no, he just needs to serve quicker. No, but I don't agree with this, to be honest with you, because I actually get the player's point about the towels. So normally the ball girl or ball boy would give them the towel, right? So I think what it is, in my opinion, I think they should be allowed to go to their towel once per game in a service game and use it, and it doesn't matter if they've gone past the shot clock. And maybe they give them an extra 30 seconds, right, when they're doing that. Because you shouldn't need to run over to the towel, use it, and then run back to the baseline. You're already tired as it is serving. You don't want to expend that type of energy, right? It's not great. MQR says, hey Fazan, hey David, hey MQR, how you doing, my man? You must be happy about Djokovic. He's playing well enough, right? And that's Djokovic can play at 60-70%, and he still managed to destroy people at the moment. I mean, that's just how good his level has been, and how good his base level is, that he's able to dismantle people despite not playing even maybe his best tennis. I tell you, Djokovic is not so good. We'll see. Well, we'll see. Look, I know you're a massive Greek supporter and you love Tsitsipas, but we're not watching Tsitsipas right now. We're watching Djokovic. So let's focus on the match. I tell you what, you tune in on Sunday, and I'm sure, I imagine it's going to be Djokovic versus Tsitsipas. And then I want you getting involved then. Dave says, I agree, Fazan. AMQR, yeah. Served on the tee from Paul, steps in, goes forehand, down the line, 30 love. There seems to have been a little shift in momentum here. And that break of serve has given him a bit of confidence. Some people, can he fight his way back into contention in this set? I do feel like it's really important he does. Suddenly found his first serve as well. His first serve percentage is up to 53%. It's much better. Second serve. Second serve into the backhand of Djokovic. Into out. Forehand cross from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Djokovic clips the baseline. Backhand on the line is missed though into the net. Oh, it's interesting. I almost feel like a lot of these misses are coming from Djokovic trying to go line too quickly. This is what happened there. No, it stopped him. Was it because of a fan shouting out? I actually think it was because a ball boy or ball girl fumbled on the ball. But I could be wrong. 40 love. Serve on the tee is good. Forehand into the net from Djokovic. He does hold, and he holds to love. And very comfortably as well. 5-3. Djokovic will have a second chance to serve for the set. What a difference first serves make, eh? Who knew? Who knew that making first serves would mean that you would have a lot more comfort winning service games? Anyway, his first serve is up to 59%, just a bit below where I think it should be. It's much better from Tommy Paul. Second chance, Nole needs some big first serves. Just needs to stop going line so quickly. He's going line a bit earlier than I would expect, and also behind the baseline. Oh, a double fault to start off. What's happening here? There's been a little dip here from Djokovic. This is extremely surprising. I don't know what's happening, but Djokovic is a little bit off the boil here, dare I say it. David says, oh my gosh, the jinx I've created here. Anyway, love 15. Oh, God. First serve into the net. Is he struggling with something? I don't know if it's the hamstring. I think it's more mental, to be honest with you. He's taking his time on the second serve, as he should, after serving a double fault on the previous point. Second serve's in, backhand down the middle from Tommy Paul. Then goes forehand down the middle, slice from Djokovic. Tommy Paul goes into out, into the Djokovic backhand, who goes into the net, cross court. Love that. There's been a lot of, I'm wondering whether actually, maybe should people have seen this coming? Maybe. The reason why I say that is, but he hit a lot of shots that clipped the net cord, right? We were talking about it earlier, maybe 6 or 7. And that to me meant that he was, it then makes you think, well, he's going pretty low over the net. There's not a lot of coverage. He's going a bit flatter, right? Now he's starting to maybe not time it quite as well, and he's going into the net. But I tell you what, this is good though for Djokovic, as the first serve is made and he goes out wide. Paul is dragged out, forehand goes long, 15-30. He's going to have to dig a little bit deep here, I think, Djokovic. After the last couple of games, there has been a momentum shift. He was 5-1 up. Surely he doesn't surrender this lead. So goes that wide, backhand cross from Tommy Paul, backhand for Djokovic is in, backhand to backhand now. Oh, down the line goes Tommy Paul with the backhand. It's a good one. Great forehand from Djokovic, though, to stick in the rally. Great depth. And then the forehand into it is missed, though. 15-40. Oh, no way. This is ridiculous. If he breaks here, he'll be back on serve. No way. I can't believe I'm watching. What's happened? This is crazy. Those big serves, diabolical now. Keep the jinxes coming. God. Last of what? Yeah, what's I don't know what's happened. I don't think it's from that towel conversation. I don't want to put too much emphasis on that. I just think something's obviously bothering him, although let's not talk too soon. Serve out wide is an ace from Djokovic from the juice side, 30-40. So 1 break point saved. We were talking about how good he is at saving break points. So let's not just get ahead of ourselves here, because I think Djokovic has a lot more to say in this service game, I imagine. He needs to break now. If he goes to juice, he doesn't break. So now, okay, he's got second serve here, Tommy Paul. This is massive. He's got to make the second serve return count. He has to. He has to. Guys, remember to hit that like button, please, if you haven't done so. Interesting. He was inside the baseline. He's now stepped back. Is he going to come forward? Yeah, he will. It's a kick serve from Djokovic. Into that forehand from Paul's really good. Great forehand, though. Sorry, great backhand from Djokovic down the line. We're into the rally. Backhand to backhand. Into in goes Tommy Paul with a forehand. Forehand cross from Djokovic is just in. Forehand from Tommy Paul's in as well. Forehand down the line. Backhand cross from Djokovic is in. Very loopy, though, into that forehand from Tommy Paul again. Into in. Forehand cross from Djokovic. Forehand cross from Tommy Paul. They're just trying to break each other down here. It's whoever misses first. Backhand to backhand. Not a huge amount on the shots, if I'm being honest with you. Forehand to forehand now. Tommy Paul goes forehand cross again. Forehand cross from Djokovic. Down the line goes Tommy Paul. Backhand cross from Djokovic is in. It clips the baseline. No, it doesn't. He's missed it. Oh my gosh. What is going on? Tommy Paul breaks back. He's just got both breaks back. We're back on serve. He was 5-1 down. Oh my gosh. How has that happened? You have to say credit to Tommy Paul for the way he's come back. His first serve, he's found his first serve. It was at around 38%. It's now up to 59%. But a lot of errors from Djokovic. It's just come from nowhere. He was 5-1 up. He was cruising. And the next thing you know, there's a lot of errors. And most of those errors going into the net were just hitting too flat. I know he's been trying to play aggressively. Just wonder whether he's gone away from giving himself the margin needed and going line as well too early, I feel, at times in rallies behind the baseline, a good meter, 2 meters behind the baseline. And normally Djokovic doesn't go line when he's a meter, 2 meters behind the baseline. He only does it if he's on the baseline or inside it. But yeah, and in that rally as well, got broken down. Normally in those long rolling rallies, I mean, you can see both players just trying not to put a lot on it, trying to make sure they don't miss. But you'd think Djokovic would be the one to break Tommy Paul down, but he didn't. Weird. There says Djokovic losing his mind. So Tommy Paul will serve to stay in the set again, but we are back on serve. So he manages to hold here, and we go to 5-all. Sounds like I legit just walked to work and came back. What? What do you mean? Oh, Zin came back here. Tom Taylor says greetings from Ipswich. Hey, Tom, how you doing? He was 7 break points. Well, he didn't. His injured leg seems to be bothering him from the start. I can't see it, though. Like, he doesn't look to be stretching it out or bothered. I don't know. I mean, maybe it is. But if it is, I can't tell. Second serve. Forehand to forehand here. Forehand clips the baseline from Tommy Paul. And... oh, it's long. Is it? What happened there? No, Djokovic's forehand's long. Okay, he's struggling with something. Is it his hamstring? Okay, he's like kind of massaged his legs a little bit there. That was interesting. They said no legs choking. I can't believe his first fight. Tommy fight. Sorry, relax, David. It's set 1. That's true. That's true. Fight's better than Tommy Fury, that's for sure. Very good. So out wide from Tommy Paul. Then goes forehand, cross. Forehand from Djokovic again. Forehand on the line from Tommy Paul. The backhand from Djokovic goes long. He's struggling with... that's so weird. He's struggling with some of the balls that are coming shoulder height. It's almost like he's not able to move into the right position quick enough. Jerofine says, yeah, double break up though, Sam. I think I've seen Novak play. Nice. Good serve on the tee from Tommy Paul. Ace. Ace from Tommy Paul. 40 love. Tommy probably won't hold serve, David. Nole. What I jury. It's not looking good. Do you think MQR? So you're a big Djokovic fan, right? I mean, at 5-1, it looked like he was just cruising. So you tell me, as someone who's watching it, and you might know a little bit more than me. I mean, do you think it's the leg? I mean, or is it just a dip in form? Like, what's happened in this set? How has he managed to, concede the double break? And how has Tommy Paul managed to bring it back to on serve? I mean, fine, on Tommy Paul's serve, he's done his job, fine. But it's those 2 games where he got broken, Djokovic. Those are the ones that are really baffling me. As he makes the mistake, Tommy Paul and goes long, 40-15, so he's still got 2 game points. He needs to close this out. If he goes to juice, Djokovic will break him and he'll take the set. The injury excuse during set 1, calm down, lads. Well, it could be. Is he injured? He must be, I'd imagine. Anyway. Oh, that's beautiful from Tommy Paul. Serve out wide, forehand on the line, comes to the net, puts away the backhand volley. I'll tell you what, 5-all. He's just won 4 games in a row. That is really impressive. Sam says the injury excuse during set 1. Calm down, lads. Novak is hitting with little power now. But MQR, why is that? So my question is, why do you think that is? Because my theory at the moment is that he started finding the net a lot with the ground strokes, and then he just kind of lost the feeling. Sometimes it's hard to explain. When you play, sometimes you have a good feel of the ball, and I feel like Djokovic had that at the start. And then it slowly kind of dissipated away. It kind of faded away a little bit. And as soon as he started making a lot of errors into the net and long, he's like, I can't be making this. Like, that's not, like, I shouldn't be making errors like this. And so now he's been a bit more conservative in the ground strokes. And what that means is that Tommy Paul is able to have more of a chance, but it just means that Djokovic is trying to miss less, right? Good serve out wide, though, from Djokovic as an ace. And then a second serve, his second point from the ad side is also unreturnable. So 30 love, he's suddenly found his first serve. That's exactly what he needs, Djokovic, here. He needs to give himself at least a tiebreaker, and you just imagine he'll come up clutch in the tiebreak because, I mean, he's very, very good in tiebreaks, is Djokovic. So that wide is long. Second serve coming up. Aaron short balls racking up for Nole. Even must win set now for Novak like the Dimitrov one. I don't think so. Why do you guys keep on saying this? Why do you think it's a must win for Djokovic? It's not. It's a must win for Tommy Paul. Look, you say that about the Dimitrov one, David, but then Dimitrov got absolutely wrecked after the first set. He got wrecked, didn't he? It wasn't even funny. It was embarrassing after that. 40 love. 3 game points here. And guys, remember to that like button and do subscribe if you're new. Thank you for tuning in. So that wide is long. So second serve coming up here. Tommy Paul, I mean, he's going to be under pressure, isn't he, at 5-6? Although I guess he was under pressure at 4-5 and also at 2-5. So he managed to hold. Although the momentum has shifted here slightly with Djokovic looking like he's going to hold. Great serve on the tee into our forehand. Comes forward. Easy smash. Smashes that away with contempt. Probably disgust at the way that he's been 5-1 up and it came out to 5-all. But he is back on the board. 6-5 Djokovic. He does hold. An important hold, of course, because he gets broken again and Tommy Paul would serve for the set. So he gives himself at least a tie-break opportunity here, Djokovic. Tom says, at a guess, seen about dozen US players, including John Isner and Jim Courier. Very nice. David says, 5-1 up, then losing the set would be so difficult for Nole, who is mentally fragile right now, I feel. God, okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm very, very surprised that you guys think that Djokovic is mentally fragile. That's a ridiculous thing to say. And like, if you're a Djokovic fan or not a Djokovic fan, let's be honest. He is a GOAT, right? These guys don't just mentally they just break down like this. He's not no offense, but he's not like a Zverev or even a Medvedev. These guys are a different ilk. They're a different type of person, different type of player. They don't think like that. Just because they're facing a bit of adversity, it's not like, oh, you know what, I'm going to break down now here. No, of course not. How many times has Djokovic come back from 2 sets to love down? Let's not get ahead of ourselves, guys. Genuinely, let's not. If you think that Djokovic has to win this set to win the match, then I don't know what to say to you. In the politest way, I think you're deluded. I'm just being honest. David says, for Norway standards, he seems vulnerable or more vulnerable than normal. Maybe, but mentally, I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He was actually struggling with movement against Dimitrov when he came through in straight sets. Tommy Paul, yeah, he's never faced Djokovic. He's got that advantage. But quality-wise, is he much better? Maybe, yeah, a little bit. That doesn't mean much, though. A little bit, well, not a lot, right? Good smash from Tommy Paul. Smash again, put away. So it is 15 love. Yeah, Matthew's right. He said, I told you guys not to write off Tommy. I said this would be a contest. He is. I mean, there's two things, right? That's happened in this set. Djokovic, of course, 5-1 up cruising. Tommy Paul then holds serve. 5-1. Djokovic then goes off the boil, gets broken back, kind of gifts the first break back to Tommy Paul. But then Tommy Paul does really well. He manages to ramp up his first serve percentage and win percentage as well behind his first serve, which is now at 70%. As he serves an ace out wide, 30 love, fastest serve at 212 kilometers per hour. Then Tommy Paul manages to break a second time. Djokovic making a lot of errors. From 5-2 onwards, he starts making a lot of errors into the net, especially. And talking of into the net, Djokovic goes backhand in the middle from the second serve, and backhand from Paul goes into the net. So it is 30-15. David says, outside the non-defense, normally he throw up a deeper lob. Maybe. It's normally the forehand, he takes like kind of split step in a split open stance position, and then he'll hit it with like a lot of coverage. It's still got topspin on it. It's not really a lob, but I get what you're saying. Slice from Djokovic, backhand to backhand here now. Into out goes Tommy Paul into the net. Oh, no. Tommy Paul has to hold his nerve here. He's done really well to come up from 5-1 down. If he loses the set from here and loses it 7-5, then he may as well have just conceded it at 6-1 because he's wasted his time really coming back then, if I'm being honest with you. But you don't get a medal for close sets. Tom says, my dream is to see Francis Tiafoe. What an amazing person / player. Yeah, nice. Idemo, come on this game. Nole Idemo, says Svetlana. People, yeah, agreed. And because he is rushing. I think because he was rushing in the last two because he could, because he was doing a Medvedev, he was serving well, right? But when you start missing your first serve a bit more, you need to be a bit more thoughtful. Take your time. Good second serve out wide. Forehand to forehand. Oh, he shanked the forehand. That is so poor. And this is the difference, guys. You guys are getting ahead of yourselves. He shanked the forehand. Set point number 2 for Djokovic. Of course, he had one set point earlier on. He didn't take it. That seems a long time ago now. David says, huge chance here. He needs a first serve here, Tommy Paul. That's for sure. He's under real pressure. That's what I was saying. Don't get ahead of yourselves. It doesn't matter if he comes back. Kick serve out wide. Backhand from Djokovic is in. Clips the baseline. Into out forehand. Backhand cross from Tommy Paul. Slice from Djokovic. Backhand to backhand now. Slice again from Djokovic. Into in forehand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Djokovic. Backhand cross from Tommy Paul. Just in. Oh my God. Backhand to backhand. Slice. Into out forehand from Tommy Paul is out. Oh no. Oh, Tommy Paul, my man. If you're gonna crumble at 6-5, you may as well have just lost a set at 6-1. We're talking about mentality. That's poor. It's really, really poor. Really good from Djokovic as well. I mean, he held comfortably, and as soon as Djokovic held comfortably, Tommy Paul basically pooed his pants. That's not good. I think Tommy might stick this match. Oh, I don't think so. Idamo says David. And Kyo says that's the difference. Each ball is deep, even the slices. Yeah, agreed. That's the thing, right? And the problem was that Djokovic was going into the net. He started making errors, going long, etc. I mean, look at that set. Errors from both players. 12 winners for Djokovic, 24 unforced errors. That's double the amount of errors. Tommy Paul at 8 winners, 19 unforced errors. That's even more than double the unforced error count. It's not been a great level from either player so far. Hopefully the level gets better in the next set because there's been a lot of errors in this set, generally and genuinely. That's huge, says David. Yeah. To recover mentally after that 5-1 lead was lessened. I don't think so. I think Tommy Paul's just going to be really disappointed now. And he's just wasted energy. What's the point? He just wasted energy getting back to 5-all just to lose it at 7-5. It's exactly the same as, you know, when people are 2 sets of love down and then they come back and level at 2 sets all and then they lose the final set. It's not the worst thing you can do, in my opinion. I think must be the most frustrating and most mentally scarring thing that can happen as well. Because you fought so hard to get back from 2 sets of love down, to equal things up, give yourself a chance in the final set. Especially if it's a really tight final set, I'm like, okay, you know what? Fine, fair enough. But when they get destroyed like 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, I'm just thinking to myself, like, this is ridiculous. You fought so hard to get back to the stage, and then you're not bringing your best tennis when it really, really matters. May as well just lose in straight sets. A loss is still a loss. It doesn't matter if you take it to 5. You don't get a medal for that. So Alan says, bravo. So many gifts to Tommy, but he did not take advantage of them. Yeah, agreed. He didn't. Let's see how Djokovic plays now. Goes serve on the tee, backhand down the middle is good. And Tommy Paul can't get that forehand back. Djokovic looks like he's got his mojo back. It's not a good sign for Tommy Paul. Start of this second set. Dave says, but that's why it's important for Nole. It's like he's put the carrot on the stick and dangled in front of Tommy. He missed his chance and Nole has the mental edge. Yeah, I agree. I'm saying for Tommy Paul, he's missed the boat. Forehand down the line from Djokovic. Then goes into out. Massive into out forehand. Slice from Tommy Paul is long. 30 love. This has been a really, really, really good start to the set from Djokovic. He's looking sharp. Those 4 games that he lost in a row seem a distant memory now. Tom Taylor says, my last tournament I saw was 2019. Such a shame, but 2023, time will tell. Nice. Nole is Serbian. Yeah, he is. Svetlana says, backhand down the line from Tommy Paul's missed. He goes long, 40 love. The momentum is now firmly with Djokovic. It's going to be really hard for him to get it back from here now, Tommy Paul. He did really well to come out to 5-all. Just a shame he couldn't hold out, couldn't really... Well, yeah, he couldn't hold when it really, 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 really mattered. When he had the chance to take it to a tiebreaker, give himself a chance to win the set. Forehand to forehand here. Djokovic goes into out. Backhand cross from Tommy Paul. Backhand down the line from Djokovic. Forehand down the line from Tommy Paul. Backhand cross from Djokovic is missed. Ooh. Hit it cleanly. Just misses it though. 4-15. I guess, maybe I'm being a bit harsh on Tommy Paul. He did really well to come back. Let's give him credit where credit's due. Good fight shown. It's a massive shame and very frustrating as someone who's a massive fan of tennis or a neutral to see him just give it up after bringing it back. Anyway, good serve on a tee from Djokovic. Great forehand from Tommy Paul cross court. What a forehand from Djokovic though down the line. Oh, that's much better from him. He's on the baseline, steps in, crunches it down the line, laser-like. And Tommy Paul doesn't even move. It's just too good. There's his jump backhands lol, playing like his pigeon Monfils. God. Yeah. Crazy. I think Monfils is going to retire soon, to be honest with you. He's really old, isn't he now? 38. What a forehand. Yeah, unbelievable forehand. Yeah, just behind the baseline. Beautiful forehand from Djokovic. I mean, that's pinpoint. Right, this is now going to be really big because I feel like this opening service game for Tommy Paul is going to be what really counts. If he gets broken here, I think it's going to be almost curtains, in my opinion, of setting a breakdown. Goes so out wide, and the forehand is long, very good. Yeah, Dave says that's money, as Gil would say. Money, money, money. It is, yeah. That's true. Serve into the body of Djokovic, forehand is good from the serve. Down the line goes the Serbian as well, backhand to backhand. Djokovic goes into win. Forehand cross from Tommy Paul into the net. 15 all. 15 all. Money, money, money. You're so funny in a big wide world. That's not even the word, is it? Anyway, 15 all. Needs first serves. Tommy Paul needs them. Second serve, though. Doesn't find it there anyway. Forehand's forehand. Down the line, he's made it. As he knows, he's just missed it. That's unfortunate. That was a good effort, to be fair. It's the right play to go down the line with the forehand. Just a little bit wide. Davis is ever fuming. I'm sure they are, to be honest. I'm sure they are. Right. Question is, can Tommy Paul hold? He's under pressure here. 15:30 early doors. Slice from Djokovic. Slice from Tommy Paul down the line. Forehand cross from Djokovic. Forehand from Paul is in. Backhand cross from Djokovic. Backhand down the line from Paul is missed. 15:40. Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, he's in trouble, Tommy Paul here. The American is going to have to find something special here because he's got 2 break points to save here. This is going to be tough. This is going to be really tough. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. 2 breakpoint opportunities here for the 9-time Australian Open champion. First serve into the net. David says high level from Nole. Yep. Of course, he breaks. He'll go a set and a break up. Second serve. Forehand down the middle. Forehand's forehand now. Forehand cross from Tommy Paul's in. Forehand on the line from Djokovic. Great depth. Backhand cross from Paul. Backhand to backhand. Backhand on the line from Djokovic is good. Tommy Paul sticking with him. This is good from Paul. Needs to stick with him. Down the line, forehand. Backhand down the middle from Djokovic. Forehand cross from Tommy Paul. Forehand on the line from Djokovic. Backhand down the line from Paul. Clips the baseline. Steps forward. Goes forehand cross. He's clipped the baseline again. Then goes forehand cross again. Forehand to forehand. Down the line goes Tommy Paul. Drop shot from Djokovic. Paul gets there. Puts it away. What a point, I have to say. These longer points, these points that are going like 10, 15 shots or more, he is winning them by the looks of it. The problem is he's not really having a chance to get into those types of rallies. So he needs to be better in the shorter points. It's really good from Tommy Paul. They chased down the drop shot nicely, put it away. Drop shot not really working for Djokovic today so far when he's played it. Davis is not a gas, bit weird they went for that ball. But Djokovic generally, that's the way he plays, right? He goes for everything. It's just natural, I think. Even if he doesn't want to, his body's probably like, go for it. Oh, has he missed it? That is poor. It's a first serve made, then goes into out with the forehand. Tommy Paul, he's missed it. It is close to the baseline. He's got to make it, though. It's a regulation forehand. He just looked a bit cramped hitting it. He does break Djokovic. He's 2-love up here. I tell you. You tell me what. Djokovic is a set and a break up. People crack me up, man. You guys are so funny. If you're a Tsitsipas fan, you should back your man, but don't just assume that that Djokovic is going to be injured and it's not going to be easy. Even if he's injured, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. He's never lost a semi-final or final at the Australian Open. I mean, say what you guys want, but this is going to be tough. Anyway, serve out wide, forehand in the middle from Tommy Paul, who's got a mountain to climb now. Backhand to backhand on the line from Djokovic. Forehand here now. Down the middle goes Tommy Paul, backhand cross from Djokovic is struck very cleanly, and the backhand from Paul goes long. David says Nole gifted it after Tommy saved that last point. Is poor from Paul. Yeah. After this long rally, Djokovic touched the leg. That's fine. He's touched the leg throughout the whole tournament. Guys, do not think that just because he's touching his leg or he's not moving quite as well. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Come on. 15 love. So on the tee from Djokovic, forehand from Paul is in. Great depth. Forehand here. Oh, Djokovic on the stretch, on the run, tries to go for a money shot down the line. I mean, it's a very ambitious forehand to try and hit. And very unlike him to try and, go for a really high-risk shot like that. Anyway, I thought he would just go cross-court. But he does go into the net, so 15-0. David says, good angle from Tommy. Yeah. Yeah, needs to find those more. And needs to slice, change up the speed, try to approach the net as well. Just it needs some variety. He's done it at times and it's worked. 15-0. You almost feel like Tommy Paul has to break here to give himself a chance in this set. Second serve, into out backhand. Then goes back, forehand on the line. Sorry, even great forehand. Comes to the net. Exactly what I was talking about. Comes to the net and he puts away the point. Great play. The backhand volley, Djokovic actually gets to it. He dinks it down the line. Tommy Paul reads it and puts the forehand volley away. Great reactions from him. And that's exactly what he needs to be doing. That forehand on the line, beautiful. Came to the net, and the touch and feel that Tommy Paul has is very good. And he puts it away at the second time of asking. Needs more of that. 15-30. Oh, that's the moment right there. Yep. Oh, beautiful ace down the tee though. Djokovic brushes away any whispers of a break point opportunity with a massive serve down the tee from the outside. 30-all. How is that serve in? Incredible. It's probably just clipped it. He does that a fair bit, Djokovic, to be fair. He really does hit his spot. Serve out wide from Djokovic is not in. Needs to cash in here, Tommy Paul, on the second serve. Needs to open up that break point. It's crucial. He finds himself a set and a breakdown at the moment. Double fault. Oh, he goes into the net, collapses on that second serve. 30-40. David says the ball is just guided to the wall at the back. Well, that's a yikes. 30-40. So that wide is missed from Djokovic. Second serve coming up. This is huge for Tommy Paul. He's going to have a second serve on a break point opportunity. He's got to break now. He has to really take this game away from Djokovic. He's been gifted an opportunity thanks to that double fault. Makes the second serve into the forehand. Forehand's in from Tommy Paul. Backhand down the line. Forehand down the line from Djokovic. Forehand from Djokovic cross court. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Oh, that is so poor. Oh, that's so poor. Come on. Come on, Tommy. We are better than that. What is that? He does really well throughout the point. Djokovic goes cross court. I mean, it's a regulation forehand from Tommy Paul, and he just mistimes it completely. Just balloons it long. I mean, that is such a big opportunity for him, and he's just completely wasted it. This is what I mean in the big points and the clutch moments. there's a big difference between the two players, and that's why Djokovic finds himself setting the break up. He's not playing that much better, but he's playing well enough to be in front and have a comfortable advantage. Backhand to backhand here. Into out goes Tommy Paul. Backhand cross from Djokovic, clips the net cord. Tommy Paul gets forward. That's very good. Good adjustment. Goes backhand on the line. And it is advantage Tommy Paul. David says, not another second serve. Come on, Tommy. Says, what's your name? Please tell me your name. David says, Djokovic dug in on that forehand. Tommy has the advantage in the rally. Then the miss. Yeah. Easy mistake again. It was an easy mistake. Very well said. Net cord had to punish him eventually. Yeah, that time, definitely an advantage for Tommy Paul, that net cord. It's probably due one, to be fair, given how many net cords Djokovic has had. Anyway, breakpoint number 2. So out wide, he does find the first serve. It's a great return from Tommy Paul. Wins the rally now. Into in forehand. Forehand cross from Djokovic. Forehand to forehand. Good angle from Tommy Paul. Goes down the line. He's made it just. Backhand cross. Backhand to backhand. Into our forehand from Djokovic. Backhand cross from Tommy Paul's in. Backhand again, cross court. Backhand on the line from Djokovic. Forehand on the line from Tommy Paul. Backhand cross from Djokovic is in. Backhand down the middle. Forehand cross from Djokovic. Forehand cross from Tommy Paul. That forehand is killing him. He's missed it again. And again, it's not a particularly hard shot. I mean, it's a longer rally, 19 shots, fine. Shot tolerance. You probably expect Djokovic to have better shot tolerance. But it's just like, he's not in the right position for the forehand. It just looks so awkward when he hits it sometimes. Bifteki. Hi, Bifteki. How you doing? Thank you. David says, Tommy is just blinking first consistently. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. So he's either going to do something different and try and win the shorter points, or he's then going to say, well, fine, I'm going to just try and win all the longer points, but actually don't miss. And the problem is he's missing. So, you've can't have it both ways, Tommy. Come on. Djokovic, they're doing well here. Just doing what he needs to do. That's really how I view this at the moment. He's doing what needs to be done. Second serve, backhand into out from Tommy Paul. Forehand now. Down the line goes Tommy Paul. He clips the baseline with it. Backhand cross. Backhand to backhand. Slice from Tommy Paul. Backhand cross from Djokovic. Into out goes Tommy Paul. Backhand cross again from Djokovic. Goes long. Oh, interesting. And Djokovic is stretching his hamstring. Advantage Tommy Paul. David says Paul should rush the net or something, work throughout the tournament. Yeah, he should at times. I don't see. I think someone said, like, in the live stream I did for the preview that, look, why doesn't Tommy Paul just rush the net? Why not? He could. I don't see why he couldn't. Yeah. Pifteki says, look at Djokovic now. Yeah, stretched it. Regulation errors. Look how Gasnole is. Oh, what a serve out wide from Djokovic. Saves another break point, this time with an ace. Oh, clutch. That's exactly what I've been saying, though. Tommy Paul, if he has the opportunity to come forward to the net, why not? Why not? He's got good hands. We've seen it in the few times he's come forward. And, yeah, I agree. I think he should do it. David says clutch. It was clutch. Serdar T is missed, though. Second serve coming up. Tommy Paul needs to just keep hammering away. He's got a break here, I'm telling you. Juice number 3. Second serve. Into the forehand of Tommy Paul. It's down the line. Backhand cross from Djokovic is good. Slice from Tommy Paul into the net. Oh, he's about to break his racket. He stops himself. He knows that was a crucial point. Oh, he knows it as well. He's had 2 breakpoint opportunities. He hasn't taken them. Oh, now he finds himself potentially 3-love down if Djokovic manages to win this next point. He's got advantage on his serve. Idemo says, David, hold now. 9 minutes, by the way, this game has been 9 minutes. In a long game. He'll have to hold with a second serve here. Second serve. Forehand down the middle from Tommy Paul. Forehand to forehand. Great angle foul from Djokovic. Then goes into out the forehand. Backhand cross from Tommy Paul into the net. Tommy Paul not taking the opportunities when they present themselves. And he finds himself 3-love down. A very similar story to the first set, because in that first set, he had break points in the opening, in Djokovic's opening service game, and he didn't take them. Exactly the same's happened here. The third set, Djokovic's second service game, he has missed break points, Tommy Paul, and again finds himself 3-love down. Has Tommy played Fabio Fognini, the Italian? Anyone know? No idea. I imagine he has. Bifteki says, come on, I bet this match that he breaks his racket. Maybe he's got multiple rackets, so it won't be an issue if he breaks it. It's more, it's been, I think, been disappointing from Tommy Paul in the second set, because the fact that he came back from 5-1 down back to 5-all, didn't manage to hold at 6-5 down, and then now in this second set, he had breakpoint opportunities, didn't take them to get the break back, and find himself 3-love down. It's not great. It's not been great. 2 out of 8 breakpoints won for Tommy Paul. It's really poor conversion, 25%. Next, I'm going to check in on Ben. I'll be back in a sec. No worries. Say hi to Ben from me. Okay, so 3-love here. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, eh? Second serve into the backhand of Djokovic, who goes down the middle, forehand from Tommy Paul into the net. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. Tommy Paul needs to find the first serve, needs to find his top level. Otherwise, he's gonna be down and out pretty quickly. Serve on a tee from Tommy Paul is long. He's struggling to find it again, that first serve, and it's not helping it. Let's see, what's he at the moment? 59% first serves in, needs it higher. Higher, higher, higher. Oh, no, no, no. Tommy Paul mistake again. Love 30. Serve out wide is into the net. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the forehand of Djokovic, who goes down the middle. Backhand cross from Paul is in. Backhand on the line. Forehand cross from Paul. Forehand on the line from Djokovic. He's making him rush. He goes down the line with a backhand as well. This is ridiculous from Djokovic. Forehand, it's missed. He did all the hard work, Djokovic. He was absolutely pummeling Tommy Paul in the baseline exchange. He gets a short ball to put away and he misses it. Very unlike him. 15-30. Good hustling from Tommy Paul, but I don't think he was expecting to win that point, that's for sure. Serve down the tee from Tommy Paul, then goes forehand in to win. Beautiful from the American. It's 30-all. Oh dear, eh? Backhand on the line from Djokovic. Forehand cross from Paul is missed. 30-40. A breakpoint opportunity here for Novak Djokovic to go a double break up. So into the backhand from Tommy Paul is not in. Second serve coming up. Oh, it's a good second serve. It's the forehand Djokovic. Oh, he's missed the forehand. No, he hasn't. He's on the run here, though. Tommy Paul. What a forehand from Djokovic. Great angle, found cross court. Tommy Paul's dragged out 4-love. He's got a double break. I told you guys. I told you. Where's Matthew? Matthew, where are you? Where are you, Matthew? I said to you, if he doesn't hit the first set, it's going to be absolute carnage. And that's exactly what's happening. He hasn't warmed into this. He had an opportunity at the start, and he's got wrecked. He's got wrecked now. He's getting wrecked. That's exactly what's happening. This is a shocker. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. Here we go. So out wide. And oh no. Tommy Paul is not having a good time about that at the moment. Joe Fine says, dang it. 15 love. So out wide is in. No, it's not. It's not. It's a let, I think. So it's first serve coming up again, if I'm not mistaken. 9 aces for Djokovic so far, by the way, 3 for Tommy Paul. Oh, good serve out wide. And the backhand isn't in. So it is a unreturnable from Djokovic, 30 love. Average rally length, set 1, 5 shots, set 2, 7 shots. Oh. David says, Ben and JG were too busy reading other comments to see my Fazan says hi, can't shake my hand. It's okay. It's all right, doesn't matter. I can go say hi there, 1 second. Good serve out wide. Ace from Djokovic. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, this is just going to be too easy, isn't it now? 5 love, easy as you are. Just stop it, Djokovic. Too good. 11 aces. That's another ace to finish off the game. It says 5-5 is on Tom Palmer. Oh, God. I just knew this would happen. I knew it. Our first set was just so crucial. Oh, no. Oh, Djokovic. This is good. He's gonna bagel him. If he bagels him, it's embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing if he gets bageled. Tommy Paul has got bageled before, though. Look at Cam as well. Cam's got 3,000, nearly 4,000 people in the chat. Crazy. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. If Techie says the score does not represent the real image of the match, Djokovic is not playing well. Tommy is just playing very badly. Well, I think he does then, doesn't it? About to make myself a hash brown filled wrap for lunch. Nutritious bread on bread. What is that? Well, no, hash brown. There's some bread in there. Isn't it a potato? No. Potato and breadcrumbs, I guess. So fine. I'll let you off. I guess it is bread on bread, technically. Yes, that's very carb heavy, David. I don't know why, but it comes across very Scottish as well. Hash brown. Are hash browns Scottish? Anyway. Serve into the net from Tommy Paul. Second serve coming up. He's serving to stay in this set and not get embarrassed and go 6 love down in this second set and bageled. If he doesn't want a bagel, then he needs to work for it. Backhand. Ooh, backhand slice from Djokovic. Oh, what a backhand from Tommy Paul. That's more like it. Come on. That's more like it. The backhand down the line from Tommy Paul is massive. The slice from Djokovic I thought was pretty good. Tommy Paul, though, just sets up the backhand early, and it's damn good. 15-love. And Djokovic applauds because he knows he can. He doesn't care, does he? Because he's 5-love up. He's like, whatever. He's like, whatever you can do, I can do better. First serve out wide, Djokovic hits the backhand down the line winner. Oh, the return. Ridiculously good. Oh, my gosh. He's just having fun now. Carb on carb. I thought Tommy might stink this match, but I was wrong. Yeah, he must be pretty sneaky, Tom. Good serve down the tee. Oh, the return's just long, 30-15. Idemo, says Svetlana. Yep, Idemo indeed. Where is Matthew? Matthew. Come on, Matthew, come back. I know you're there somewhere. I love Matthew. He always has good opinions, good strong opinions and insights. Oh, 40-15. Tommy Paul is doing his job. What the heck, Tommy? What the heck? Ridiculous backhand slice. Oh, to pass him. That was unbelievable. I don't know if he meant it, though. What on earth? How's that slice? I don't know if he meant it. I really don't. It looked like he was scrambling. Incredible. 40-15. Second serve. Oh, Djokovic is just on the second serve now. He's showing it zero respect. Forehand return winner down the line. He is saying, you know what? It's not good enough. The second serve is rubbish. So I'm going to make you pay. That's exactly what's happening. The problem is the speed's okay. The speed is okay from Tommy Paul's second serve, but he's just putting it down the middle of the box. Even that first serve is in the middle of the box. Anyway, backhand to backhand. Forehand cross from Tommy Paul's good enough. And Djokovic can't get to it, so he does hold. And he saves himself the embarrassment of the bagel, 5-1. David says this is an exhibition of shots. Yep. Yeah, it is. It is. This is... Yeah, we've got to see now how he gets on. Tommy Paul in the third set. Go for 5-all. Well, to be fair, that's exactly what he did, right? It was at this stage. It was. You're right. So here we go. Come on, then. Let's see. Can he do it again? Can Tommy Paul get to 5-all again? Because Djokovic was serving at 5-1 up for the match. For the set in the last set, in that opening set, and he didn't manage to do it because Tommy Paul came back to 5-all. Can Tommy Paul do the same thing? If he does, that would be ridiculous. That should be ridiculous. Serve down the tee from Djokovic, short return. Djokovic goes into with the forehand. It's massive. Tommy Paul reads it, just can't get it back into play. It's just too big. 15-love. Hmm. 195 kilometers per hour, that last serve. Not bad, Djokovic, not bad. First serve out wide is in. Forehand into out from Djokovic into the net. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. What a miss. It's a great serve. Great serve. Just misses his spot. Yeah, not happy. He's like, come on. I'm better than that. Oh, forehand from Tommy Paul's in. What a forehand from Djokovic into out. Oh, beautiful shape. Just too good. 30-15. Where's the... I put $15,000 on Tommy Paul because he's American. I'll never watch tennis before people. Yeah, where are those people? You know what? I got so many of those people during the US Open and Wimbledon. In fact, basically all 4 Grand Slams last year. And it was hilarious. Where are you people? Come on, where are they? I love them. That's so funny. Backhand down the line from Djokovic. Smash is not put away. Tommy Paul gets to it somehow, and it's in. Second smash from Djokovic. He makes it. Forehand from Tommy Paul's in. Oh, we're back into the rally. This is really good. Loving it. How has he come back if he wins this point? Oh, he does. What a point. I tell you what, unreal from Tommy Paul. Manages to get the 2 smashes back into play. Djokovic tries to then go drop shot. He misses it. 30-all. That is clutch from Tommy Paul. That's really, really good, I have to say. He will fight, won't he? He will fight. Yeah, I want. There's definitely some people in the chat. They're being silent. They're being quiet. Definitely though. There's always I put $5,000 on this person because I thought they sounded like they'd be better or something, and it's just like so funny. So I'm really hoping they win. It's like, do you know anything about? Do you know anything about tennis? Do you know? No, I don't even know the players. I'm like, what? Anyway, second serve into the backhand of Tommy Paul. That's a really quick second serve. Really quick. And the backhand from Tommy Paul finds the net. 40-30. Dave says they won't know how the sport works whilst having their life savings on the line. I know, it cracks me up. MKR says, what was this smash? It wasn't that bad, to be fair. The first one was hard. He had to jump. It was a jumping smash. And the second one, I mean, it wasn't hit amazingly well. But you have to remember, that's the weakest part of his game. Probably the only weak part of his game, Djokovic. So, anyway, serve is in. Forehand cross smash opportunity this time. I think he has made it. He has. He takes the set 6-1. Very, very impressive. Very, very impressive from Djokovic. Breadsticks him. Guys, I'll be back in a second. In the meantime, we have a quick ad to show, but we'll be back in a second. Fantium is a cutting-edge platform that allows you to invest in top-performing athletes and upcoming talents. Tennis players like Dominic Thiem and Alexander Bublik have already launched on the platform, and you can participate in their real-life success. Fans purchase a percentage share of future prize money or career earnings directly from the athlete in the form of tokens and get to participate in the athlete's real earnings. It is like buying a stock of your favorite athlete. Who doesn't want that? This means that when the athletes win big, you win big too. And that's not all, because fans become part of the athlete's inner community, unlocking unique perks and experiences such as VIP access to a Grand Slam tournaments, private call with the athlete, video-based coaching sessions, hand sign rackets, and many more awesome perks. And it's very straightforward. So what you do is you sign in, so you can see the sign in button here. And when you sign in, it comes up with this. So sign in your blockchain wallet in one click. So you can continue with Google, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, or enter an email as well. So what I'm going to do is go and continue with Google. It takes you then through to this page. And then you can choose on which player you want to invest. So you can see here, Dominic Thiem is obviously, their biggest athlete currently. Alexander Bublik is from Kazakhstan, age of 25, season 2023, prize money ownership 10%. So if we click into Alexander Bublik one, the top-notch token, the gold token. For example, if he was to win $2.5 million this year, you would get that percentage of his earnings. Plus, though, the fan perks on top. So you would get all silver token fan perks, access to private collectors channel, pre-sale access for next athlete's token launch, even exclusive insight videos from Alex, and VIP access to a Grand Slam tournament, only available to the initial buyer. So that is incredible. So stay tuned and follow their socials. Make sure to follow Fantium on their Twitter account or join their Discord for more information and upcoming athlete announcements. Cool. Right, we're back. We are back. Just showing the highlights of that second set. And MQR says, Inamo. David says, come on, Lol. It should have been 6-1 sets. We'll take this one. Yeah. Probably, it should have been. And to be honest, this match could even been over by this time. But Djokovic struggled a little bit at 5-1 up in the first set, but didn't make the same mistake in the second set. So very impressive. And it's been a better set as well in terms of quality from Djokovic. Let's see that. Let's look at winners unforced there is 8-6, Tommy Paul 7-8. So both players raising their level a little bit. Tommy Paul, though, needs to do better. I mean, first serve percentage is at 61%, but only 45% and 43% on first and second serve points. So, yeah, he's struggling right now. Struggling big time. Right, okay. Tom says, hey, I was at the Kazakh Fed Cup tie and saw Johanna Konta. Very nice. I'm getting the feeling Tom has seen a lot of players. So I am impressed. Right, 6-1, and he finds himself 2 sets of love up. And I want to know what Matthew is, because Matthew was saying how that Tommy Paul's going to be really competitive after the first set even, and then, you know what, it's going to be really tough. And after the first set, the complete opposites happened. And as I predicted, to be fair, I just know how these ones play out. I know it. I know it. The question is, actually, let's see as well. How many of you guys? There's still time. There's 1 set left, probably. There's not still time. Come on. Let's be honest. Is there really much time left? In your heart of hearts, David, what do you think? Do you think that Tommy Paul's going to get a set? Do you think it's even going to be a tiebreaker? I mean, no. Not really. 83%. Oh, wow. Okay, this is interesting, though. 83% of you have gone for Djokovic, so that's 17% that have gone for Tommy Paul. I'm assuming quite a few of you are American. That's fine. I like it. Dave says, I'm confident but cautious. You're confident for who? Who are you cheering on? Or are you just confident that it will be competitive in the third set? Happy birthday to me. I live in a tree. Okay, right, so Lexi says Bazan. Lexi, you're back as well with your normal account. I like it. The second serve from Tommy Paul, forehand from Djokovic is long. So he starts off 15 love here. Davis is confident in the man of the mountains. Nole, Lexi. Yeah, man of the mountains. Man of the mountains. Making him sound like a troll. 15 love. Guys, remember to that like button, please, as well. And do subscribe if you're new. Second serve out wide. Backhand to backhand now. Down the line goes Djokovic this time with the backhand, though. Forehand to forehand exchange. Down the middle goes Tommy Paul. Backhand down the line from Djokovic is good. Steps forward. Goes forehand cross. He's got a smash opportunity. No, doesn't need to smash because the lob goes long. So Nana says, nole. Svita volley. I'm just added a tune there just for you. God, I was left on. Fake break only, Fazan. Fake break, hey? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by fake break? Okay, 15 all here. No sweat for Novak. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's like, his leg. Oh, he's 5 all. Oh, no. What's happening? I was like, relax, guys. It's not going to be competitive. Things as well, we have to manage expectations. It's his first ever Grand Slam semi-final, Tommy Paul. And he's not like this young, incredible superstar like an Alcaraz or Rune. He's not that. He is a good player. He had a really good junior career, but it's taken him a few years to get to this level. He's 24, 25. And that's not to say that he can't do more in the future, but at the moment, at his current level, he's not going to win a slam. And if he can't win a slam, if he doesn't have the ability to win a slam, or the level to win a slam, he's not going to be Djokovic. Slice from Tommy Paul, and then into out from Djokovic. Into win now from the serve, goes into the net, and he falls to his feet. He's unhappy. David says, many sweat, actually. He got a time violation for sweating. Well, he got a time violation for using his towel, but yeah, I guess that's correct. So 30-15, Tommy Paul. Certainty is long, I think. Was that first serve? Let's see. It is, yeah, it was a let. So second serve coming up. Second serve into the forehand of Djokovic. That's in. Hips the baseline. Forehand to forehand now. This time goes down the line. Slice from Djokovic. Into that forehand from Paul is missed, I think. It is missed. 30 all. Wowzers. Someone in my private car park where I live, and their car is parked so wonky. It's absolutely hilarious in the space. That is so funny. Anyway, 30 all. Second serve coming up here. He needs to find his first serve more, Tommy Paul. It's not like he's not going to be able to win a set like that. Yeah, backhand to backhand. Backhand into the net from Tommy Paul. That's what I mean. The first serve's so crucial. Come on. 30-40. Lexi says, thanks, Fazan. See you soon. Come on, Novak. Bagel Tommy. Oh, my gosh. Lexi. Savage from Lexi. That's absolutely savage from Lexi. Any Tommy Paul fans, close your eyes. Don't listen to her. Tommy Paul can do it. Breakpoint Djokovic. Is it one of those taking up 2 spots? Good serve out wide from Paul. Forehand cross from Djokovic. Then goes backhand in the middle. Into out from Tommy Paul's in. Goes forehand cross. He's hammering away at Djokovic. Djokovic sticking with him though. Oh, this is really good from Paul. Comes to the net. Puts away the volley. Much better. Much, much better. Really good from Tommy Paul. Patient. 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 And then came to the net at the right time. Really good. Yeah, well, no, not really. Not quite. But, yeah, not particularly well parked. Tom says, it's 10:30 a.m. Must crack on with the clothes washing soon. Yeah, I'm in the UK as well. I've taken a morning off work to cover this. And, yeah. Tsitsipas, of course, through in the first semi. Good into that backhand, even from Djokovic, backhand to backhand. Then goes forehand cross. Forehand to forehand here. Backhand from Djokovic is in. Backhand from Tommy Paul's in as well. Oh, that's too good from Djokovic. So it goes down the line, changes direction. Tommy Paul on the stretch and can only go long. So it is advantage Djokovic at breakpoint number 2. Dave says, how's Pat doing? Pat's good. He just hasn't been able to do any streams because despite him living in Australia, so I was thinking he's going to be able to do loads because he's in Australia. But he went to the Australian Open, so he, for the first week anyway, first week and a half. So he ended up watching quite a lot of the matches, being there. So obviously he didn't really be able to, yeah. So yeah, second serve out wide from Paul, then goes cross-court again. Forehand from Djokovic is in. So lob, smash opportunity, put away from Tommy Paul. He saves another break point. So, yeah, and then, I think Hatchinov's Tsitsipas was free, but he wasn't able to do it because that's actually in the middle of his work day. So, yeah, it's just been one of those things. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to do any this tournament so far. I don't think he will be able to do any because the finals I do. So maybe a quintuple stream for the final, all of QualityShot streaming simultaneously. I think it's probably just going to be me, I reckon. I try not to have too many people on at once. 2 is fine. Backhand from Djokovic is a lob. Advantage to Nole breakpoint. Number 3, what a lob that was as well. The approach is not quite good enough. A bit too central. And Djokovic makes him pay with the lob. Yeah, just really good. Problem is when you have I feel like when you have more than 2 people on a stream, then you end up kind of talking amongst yourselves or people talking. You're not really doing enough play-by-play commentary. So I think it's a balancing act. It's nice to have maybe one other person on if that's fine, I don't mind. But you've got to make sure you keep your play-by-play commentary as Paul goes out wide and Djokovic just rushes him on the return. Paul doesn't look happy about something. It doesn't matter because he finds himself a breakdown in the third set. He's now 2 sets and a breakdown in this third set. And it's not looking good for the American. There's this, I'm just imagining the chaos. Yeah. Well, I think poor Ash probably wouldn't get a word in because he's a bit quieter. He's very calming and soothing. I talk a lot. To be fair, Pat's pretty calm as well. So Tark's quite loud from what we've listened to, I'd imagine. So like me, likes to talk, and Venu is kind of in between. So yeah, and we actually have Hassan as well, who is another guy who. So we've got 6 people technically. We could do. What would that be? A sextuple, right? Which is 6 people, which would be ridiculous if we had 6 people on the stream. But there's a potential for that. Also, guys, remember to hit that like button and do subscribe if you're new. We will be doing the finals, of course, tomorrow, the women's final and also the men's final on Sunday. Tomorrow is Sabalenka versus Rybakina. I'm going to do a shorter preview video, recorded one, and then I'll do a live stream probably later tonight UK time, so maybe around 11 p.m. UK time. And yeah, then you guys can get your questions and queries, and we've done it for the quarterfinals and semi-finals, so why not for the final? I'm just thinking about whether I should do the men's and women's in one go tonight, or just do the women's. Should I do a women's stream and then do a men's stream before? We'll see. We'll see. Serve is into the net from Djokovic. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand of Tommy Paul, goes into win. Backhand to backhand here now. Down the line goes Djokovic. Forehand is in from Tommy Paul cross court. Backhand to backhand again. Dragging Tommy Paul out here, Djokovic. But then he does finally into that forehand, the American. Then slice from Tommy Paul. Backhand down the middle from Djokovic again. Forehand down the line. Drop shot from Djokovic. Tommy Paul gets there. He slides, but Djokovic gets to the return drop shot and dinks it. Behind him, 15 love. What a point. Wow. Unbelievable hands. Yeah. Done, isn't it? Really? It looks like it could be done and dusted here. 84% of you have gone for Djokovic. Not surprising. I like the 16% though. Guys, there's over 50 of you in the chat. Only 29 likes. Smash that like button, please, if you haven't done so already. Do subscribe if you're new as well. Thank you for tuning in as always. Great to have you guys on. And always good fun. Subscribe if you are new as well for more content like this. We have a lot of content on the channel. Oh, Djokovic, stop it. 30 love. It's just too easy now. Too easy. I reckon this will be another 6-1 set, potentially 6-3 maybe maximum. Can't see him winning more than 3 games, Tommy Paul. Serve out wide is long, so second serve to come up. This is where Tommy Paul needs to do the best he can on the return, on the second serve return. He needs to get the break back here, doesn't he? Straight away, I'd imagine. So let second serve. Second serve is in. Backhand down the middle from Tommy Paul. Into that forehand from Djokovic. Backhand cross. Slice. It's a drop shot again from Djokovic. And, Tommy Paul did really well to get there. But Djokovic volleys the backhand cross-court pass. Tommy Paul, he can't get there. 40 love. The drop shot working a lot better for Djokovic in the last few points. Tommy Paul has got to it again, but he just hasn't had as much time. And Djokovic has read what Tommy Paul's going to do pretty well. With 40 love. Good start wide is Alette. So first serve again for Novak. First serve on the tee. Forehand from Paul. Forehand again. A forehand from Djokovic goes long. I don't know why I'm getting so excited about it because else he ended up missing it. But still 40-15. Yeah. Game over, says. So that wide from Djokovic, forehand from Paul goes long, and he does hold and holds comfortably. It's 2-love in this third set, and he's potentially 4 games away from making his 10th Australian Open final, and that would give himself a chance to win his 10th title as well, because he's never lost a semi-final or final at the Australian Open. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, as Nadal would say. Tom says, I've seen easily over 100 players since 1990. Okay, very good. Very good. Serve on the tee from Tommy Paul. Backhand is long, though, as he tries to approach the net. So love 15 straight away. Puts himself under pressure, Tommy Paul. The struggle is real. The struggle is real for Tommy Paul at the moment. Second serve forehand from Djokovic's miss on the second serve return. He looks absolutely... I mean, yeah, he doesn't look happy with that, does he? Serve out wide. Forehand from Djokovic. Is it? Oh, ridiculously good. What a return from arguably the best returner ever to grace a tennis court. Serve out wide from Tommy Paul. And the forehand return from Djokovic cross court is ridiculous. It's an unbelievable winner on the stretch from Novak Djokovic. Oh, crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm looking forward to the final, though. I have to say, I think Djokovic is the favourite, but I think Tsitsipas, he'll make it competitive at least. This just has not been competitive whatsoever. Second serve. Backhand cross from Djokovic. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Backhand on the line from Djokovic is in. Great backhand. Comes forward. Doesn't need to do anything, though, because the slice forehand from Paul goes long. 15-40 even. 2 break point opportunities for Djokovic to get the double break. This is crazy. Crazy cupcakes, I tell you. Right, 15-40. So out wide. Forehand from Djokovic is in. Backhand down the middle from Tommy Paul. Slice from Djokovic. Slice from Tommy Paul is in. Back. Oh, it's not. He missed it. I thought he'd hit the baseline, but it wasn't to be. It's 3-love Djokovic. He's a double break up. He is well on his way to his 10th Australian Open final. And it's looking very ominous at the moment for Tommy Paul. I'm not really sure what he can do from here. That first set was so crucial, as I said earlier. I said it in my preview. I said it earlier as well. Just one of those things, unfortunately. Against these top players, if you don't take that first set, you don't make them pay, then you end up really struggling for the rest of the match because they can take it away from you. They really can. Okay, so question is now, can Tommy Paul save a bit of face here? Not sure if he's going to be able to. I'm not sure at all. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. It's just a shame because I was expecting, I don't know. I wasn't really expecting anything different. I don't know why. I'm going to lie and say I did because I definitely didn't. All right, anyways, here we go. David says there's a golf in quality and mentality and clutchness. It's got to be said. Yeah, I agree. 3-love. Serve out wide from Djokovic goes into the net. So second serve coming up. Second serve is into the forehand. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Forehand on the line is in. Into that forehand from Djokovic. Backhand from Tommy Paul is long. It's just too good. Too good from Djokovic. I've got someone here. He's ready to give Tsitsipas the trophy. Don't give it to him yet. He's still going to have to get past Djokovic. So that wide is missed from Djokovic. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the forehand of Tommy Paul. And I think it's a double fault. It is. He's just missed it. That's his 5th double fault for the day. It's pretty uncharacteristic of him to make 5 double faults over 3 sets, but I guess that does come with also serving a bit bigger, trying to hit your spots more. You will miss a few. 15-all. Serve out wide is a let. He's hit that net cord a lot, Djokovic, today, hasn't he? Whether it's on serve, whether it's in baseline exchanges. It's got a lot of action. It's had a lot of action anyway. Second serve into the forehand of Tommy Paul that goes into the net. So it is 30-15. Is he going to be able to get any break back here? I'm not sure. It really could be a bagel. And that would be pretty disappointing, you'd imagine. Wouldn't he? For Tommy Paul. 30-15. So that wide, tips top of the net cord, drifts wide. Second serve goes in. Backhand cross from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Djokovic is out. So 30-all. Oh, nice. Serbs and Greece, we are brotherly countries. Nice. I didn't know that. Are they? Are they next to each other? Is Serbia and Greece next to each other? Or am I wrong? Are they neighbours? Serve on the tee from Djokovic is missed. Second serve coming up. Djokovic just wants to get this done. He wants to go back, have his ice bath, get a massage on his hamstring, have a nice sleep. Asmi says, hi, Fazan. Hi, Asmi. How you doing? Second serve. Forehand from Tommy Paul's in. Backhand behind Tommy Paul. But Tommy Paul manages to slice it back into play. Forehand now. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Cross-court forehand is massive from the American. He opens up a breakpoint opportunity here. 30-40. Some big hitting. It needs to be big hitting because Djokovic just wasn't going away. I'm good, thank you. How are you? David says Balkans. Yeah, I know they're in the Balkans, but yeah, okay. My geography isn't the best, honestly. Despite doing a geography GCSE. Aspi says, did I actually did I? Did he remember? No, I did. I did. So out wide from Djokovic goes top of the net cord, drifts wide. So second serve to come up. Aspi says, who is going to win the women's finals tomorrow? So I backed Sabalenka to win the tournament before it started, so I'm going to stick with her. But Rybakina has got a very good chance. So 50-50 in my opinion. Anyway, backhand on the line. Backhand again from Djokovic is massive. What a way. What a way to save a break point. Svetlana with the hearts. She's loving it. Same religion. Okay. Geography was never about the actual countries, though. Okay. Let's not get... Yeah, that's true. That's true. It wasn't. Which is funny, right? You'd expect it to be, but it's not. It's like Earth biology. It kind of is. Yeah, I get your point. First serve into the net from Djokovic. Second serve coming up. We are at juice. That backhand on the line is just vintage Novak Djokovic. Second serve, backhand down the middle from Tommy Paul, backhand to backhand. Now the line goes Paul again, forehand to forehand now. Has he missed it? Oh, he's missed it. Tommy Paul advantage again to Djokovic. Oh, too many mistakes from Tommy Paul, especially on that forehand side. Sometimes it just looks like he's half hit it, It almost looks like he's not quite going through his motion. I know that's kind of his style, his technique, because it's timing. So it's not really. Sometimes it's not always a full follow through. It just doesn't look right at times. Great serve out wide from Djokovic. Backhand from Tommy Paul goes wide. 4-love. He is 2 games away here. This has been an absolute clinic. Oh, who's going to stream it? It'll be me. Ash may do it with me as well, potentially. So I know Ash is your favourite, so he could be on, but I will definitely be doing it. Right, here we go. Love 4. Tommy Paul, I mean, he's going to have to try his best here to not get bagel. Second serve, wins the rally now, backhand to backhand. Into out goes Tommy Paul. Backhand on the line from Djokovic is missed. Oi! That looked close. When he hits it, it's like a laser. It's like a laser down the line. It really is. This is probably going to be Fazan. Yeah, last breath. My favourite is you, Fazan. I don't believe he is Ash, but that's fine. I don't mind. Ash is a really good commentator as well. A lot of people like Ash, to be fair. Backhand to backhand. Down the line goes Djokovic. He's missed it. Oh, 30-love. Tommy Paul. To be honest, actually, I guess the others, I'm sure people will start having favourites as well, like Pat or Sotak and stuff. But they haven't done as many streams yet. But once they do, I'm sure people have their favourites, which is always fine. It's not a problem. Great serve out wide from Tommy Paul. And Djokovic, though, says, well, that's great, but my return's even better. What a return down the line. Unbelievable return. Tommy Paul on the stretch, and it's an easy smash for Djokovic. Just dinks it in. Easy. I was wrong. Tommy is getting a thrashing. He is, yeah. Djokovic's got an easy draw. Oh, well, to be honest with you, both sides of the draw have been pretty easy because it's opened up a lot, as in on paper anyway. Oh, ridiculous. Has he made it? Oh, that's so good. No, he's made it. Has he? No, he's missed it. Okay, I thought he had. There's a second serve, and the forehand from Djokovic just misses the line. Look at this average first serve return speed, 110 kilometers per hour for Djokovic, 88 for Tommy Paul. Ah, Davis, I'm definitely in the Pat fan club, see? David's favourite's Pat. Good serve on the tee from Tommy Paul, backhand to backhand. Down the line goes Djokovic, slice from Tommy Paul, goes long. 40-30. Yeah, so we've got some people for Pat. I know, like us, me as a fan of Ash, I know Sam is as well. Sam really likes Ash, so does Lexi. A few people like me, which is all good. It's always good considering it's my channel. But I'm happy other people are liked as well. That's what we want. And it's great because you have a few different people who've got slightly different styles of commentary and also slightly different opinions as well, and the way that they address people and different experiences. Serve on the tee is long. Second serve. Yeah, my name is Fazan, Tom. Thanks for asking. Good serve on the tee from Tommy Paul, and the forehand goes long from Djokovic. So 4-1. He does manage to hold. All right, I'll be back in a second. Just going to get a drink. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Both favourites. Very good. Like me supporting Liverpool and Scotland. I said men's singles you should do and women's I should do. Well, we might do both. I don't know. We'll see. Equally as much. Rod Laver looks so big. The stadium, not the man. Yeah. Well, he's got a big personality, that's for sure, Rod Laver. Oh, something's going on in the crowd. Oh, good backhand from Tommy Paul. Backhand to backhand here. Backhand on the line is in. Forehand scrambled for Tommy Paul. What a forehand, though, from Djokovic behind Tommy Paul. 15 love. Peaches says, hey, Fazan and QualityShot fam. Hello, Peaches. I was wondering what segue you're going to go with. Yeah, exactly. Big personality. All serve into the net from Djokovic. So the tee is an ace. Beauty. Absolute beauty from Djokovic. That's his 12th ace. Ace number 12. Not bad, eh? Not bad. 30 love. Peaches, you must be supporting Tommy Paul given that you're from the US. How are you feeling? So wide is missed from Djokovic. Second serve coming up. Forehand from Tommy Paul is shortening. What a backhand from Djokovic. Wow. Turning it on. Okay. Yeah, Peter says the score is as expected. Yeah, agreed. That's exactly what I thought, to be honest with you. Yeah. David says, Fazan, I was so much more disappointed than I thought I'd be with JPEG Goff losing the doubles semi-final. I really wanted them to win. I didn't really care. That sounds harsh. Forehand to forehand. What a forehand from Djokovic behind Tommy Paul. 5 1. He's 1 game away. Look, if I'm being honest with you, David, I just don't have like a massive affinity to doubles. That's the problem. And really, we probably should cover doubles on the channel, but there's only so much time as it is, and there's so much content to cover just for the singles. I just never really quite have got into watching doubles. I play a little bit of it, but yeah, it's not the best, if I'm being honest. Peter says, happy Paul made it this far. Yeah, represents the average tennis fan. People don't care about doubles. I did a really good video on it, actually, with Amy Lundy, where we talked about doubles and why it's not, I guess, why it's not as popular as singles and what the reason is for it. And it's quite a good watch, actually. So I'd recommend checking it out if you haven't already. Good serve from Tommy Paul into the body of Djokovic. He's serving here now to stay in the match. What a backhand. Oh, has he made that? Oh, my God. That is ridiculous. What a backhand from Djokovic. He's turning it on here. He clips the back of the baseline with an absolute rocket of a backhand down the line. Whoa, ridiculous. He's potentially a few points away here. Playing better than watching with doubles mostly. Says Lexi. Forehand here. Down the line goes Djokovic. Oh, okay, now he tries to go for too much. He tries to go for forehand on the line on the rise and tries to hit a clean winner. He smacked that long, but it's 15-all. Peter says, I like doubles. They can be fun and exciting matches. No, I'm sure they can be. I just haven't really got into it, I guess. But I have watched some doubles. It's not like I've never watched it, but I don't know, just not my cup of tea, I guess. Each their own. Great sellout wide from Tommy Paul. It is an ace. That's ace number 4. No, I disappointed after that forehand Perfectionist. Yeah, exactly. So it makes him one of the GOATs. Slice from Djokovic on the stretch again. It's long. So 40-15. It's 40-15. He's looking to hold here. Serve into the net from Tommy Paul. Just peeking, Lo. Why are you peeking? Why are you just peeking, Lexi? Thomas Paul. Serve out wide from Tommy Paul, and Djokovic absolutely crunches the second serve return. Oh, for a return winner beauty. Peter says, okay, guys, going back to bed. See you, folks. Oh, sweet dreams. David says, one of the rare doubles first names on tour. Let's serve up down the tee from Tommy Paul, then goes into it, and he's made the baseline with it, though. Forehand on the line, comes forward. Smash opportunity from the baseline. It's in. Djokovic slices into the net. Very good. Much better from Tommy Paul. He does hold, and that's good. Okay, so David says, good night, Peter. Sleep well. Sleep well. Really impressive from Tommy Paul. What an overhead. Yeah, great overhead from Tommy Paul. That's definitely a strength in his game, which is probably the only... It's funny, I said in my preview, I don't think there's a single aspect of Tommy Paul's game that is better than Djokovic's, but I actually think the overhead is. That's the only thing, but at least he has one thing, to be fair. Djokovic using some ice cubes to cool himself down. Very interesting. Putting under his shirt. Very nice. David says Kyle Edmund is another double first name. Yeah. Peter says it's 6 a.m. here. Just wake up to get the score. Or just woke up, sorry, even to get the score. Yeah, that's fine. You get your rest. David, congrats. Congrats on what? Lexi's in a mischievous mood today, I can tell. Lexi is in a mischievous mood. Guys, remember to hit that like button and do subscribe as well if you are new. Thank you very much for tuning in, as always. Do appreciate you guys getting involved. We will be doing the women's final tomorrow and also the men's final on Sunday. We would be doing a live stream preview of the women's final tonight. I might just do the men's and women's together. I don't know what you guys think. And yeah. Sarcasm. 5-2, serving for the match here. Second serve out wide, forehand on the stretch. All backhand from Djokovic. Stretch again from Tommy Paul. Into in from Djokovic. It's a smash opportunity. Djokovic doesn't put it away. That's a poor smash, but Tommy Paul, he wasn't expecting it to come. He wasn't expecting it to come so slowly to him, and the forehand goes into the net. Oh, GTR reached 50k. Congrats to them. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, what are you talking about? All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, serve. Oh, I disagree with it. Oh, no. I'm going to have to address this comment. He says women's tennis is... No, it's not. Women's tennis is not so boring. In some ways, it's actually been more exciting than the men's tennis in the last couple of years because Djokovic and Nadal have dominated so much. Backhand from Djokovic as he comes to the net. Forehand into the net, though, from Paul. So this 30-love is 2 points away. I mean, look at tomorrow's final. Sabalenka versus Rybakina. That's going to be an absolute banging fight. That's going to be so good. I think it's going to be fantastic. Anyways, 30-love here. Djokovic 2 points away from the match, potentially. Serve out wide. Comes to the net. It's a volley. A second volley is needed. Tommy Paul is going to get to that one too. He does. What a get. Oh, has he made it? No, he missed it. Oh, I'll tell you what. Very, very good from Novak Djokovic. like in the serve volley. Didn't see it much in the first couple of sets, and utilise it there in a big moment. 40 love, 3 match points to make his 10th Australian Open final, Novak Djokovic, to give himself a chance to win his 10th Australian Open title as well. Good set on the tee from Djokovic, and the forehand from Tommy Paul goes long. He does manage to get it done, Novak Djokovic. Beautifully done from the serve. He wins 7-6, 6-1, 6-2 clutch. I drop by to congratulate, and yeah, peeking only. Who are you watching at the moment, Lexi? You're on one channel, I'm assuming, not mine. Let's go, Nole, says David. Yep, let's go. Very impressive from him, and he's looking good. He's looking good. I know there's been question marks over the hamstring and also over some of his fitness generally, considering the hamstring, but he's been fine. He's looked good. He's got it done. He's been clinical. Novak Djokovic gets it done in pretty impressive fashion. So we can quickly go through the stats and then we can wrap it up. But thank you to everyone that has tuned in. We really do appreciate it. Remember to hit that like button and do subscribe if you are new as well. If you want to become a member, you can also do so as well by clicking that join button. I was wrong then, says Tom. Yeah, soz. Sorry. Lexi says, let's just give the Australian Open win to Novak. Love you, Stefanos. Oh, God. Australian Open Final 2023, a joke versus a toilet break. Oh, come on, Zerify. Don't be like that, guys. Come on. Look, if you're a Rafa fan like me, you still got to respect these fantastic players. I mean, I love Tsitsipas. I love Djokovic as well. I think it's going to be a really good final. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just hoping, I think for us to get the best final possible, I think Tsitsipas needs to win the first set at least. At least the first set. If he wins the first set at least, we get a good final. If Djokovic wins the first set, I think it ends up being really, really, really difficult for him. So we'll see. But look, I'm looking forward to it. We will be streaming it here on QualityShot Tennis. We'll be doing the women's final tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the men's final on Sunday. And then, of course, we're going to be doing a live stream later on today to predict the finals. I don't know whether I'll just do the women's final. I might do both in one video. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate it. Stay safe and well. We'll see you on the next video. Keep an eye out for the previews as well coming out for the finals. Thank you very much.
Bye.